In just the last 2 hours, Missouri's Attorney General put out emergency regulations to basically end transgender care for minors. They can only be done after meeting certain conditions decided on by the AG. Andrew Bailey's order takes effect April 3rd. He says the procedures are experimental, which is false. Puberty blockers have been studied and used for decades. The certain conditions require providers tell of health risks detailed by the AG, and if a child has an untreated mental health problem, they cannot receive care. This emergency order comes as people for and against the state saying who can and cannot transition protests in Jefferson City. News 4's David Amilati is there for us tonight. David.
Hundreds of supporters turned out to that Missouri Kids First rally that happened just hours ago, filling the rotunda inside the state capitol. The supporters I spoke with praised the Attorney General for his decision earlier today, while opponents, including the statewide advocacy group Promo, say AG Bailey is playing with the lives of trans kids and putting those lives in danger. Now, what the AG's decision and this rally circles around is the Missouri Save Adolescents from Experimentation Act. If passed, it would prohibit physicians from performing and referring gender transition procedures to minors. I caught up with Chris Barrett. He attended and spoke at today's rally. He's representing Gays Against Groomers, the Missouri chapter, to show members of the LGBTQ+ community back the Missouri Safe Act. He says he has no issue with trans adults, but says children just do not understand the long-term consequences.
Most of the kids turn out to just be gay kids or bisexual. And to me, that just feels like we're doing some sort of medical conversion therapy on gay people. And so it's hard for me to support something like that when I'm seeing basically an attack on gay youth.
Now, some disagree. Robert Fisher with Promo tells me, quote, gender affirming care is health care. Imagine you've worked with multiple medical professionals who all recommend a specific course of treatment for you that is proven to work, but the government steps in and says, no, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. It's insane to imagine us having these conversations about any other form of health care. Now, multiple state lawmakers tell me that this Missouri Safe Act will come to the Senate floor at some point tonight, but that is not a guarantee. There are roughly 30 bills between the state House and Senate, including this one we're talking about, that the ACLU confirms or at least considers to be anti-LGBTQ+. Live in Jefferson City, David Amilati, News 4.
David, thank you. And as you said, there are more than 24 bills between the Missouri House and Senate looking to regulate different LGBTQ issues. They're sponsored by these 20 Republican lawmakers. The Missouri Covenant Marriage Act is proposed by Mitch Boggs in House Bill 732. It creates a new marriage option only for a man and a woman. It requires 80 hours of premarital counseling and 40 hours of marital counseling before a divorce. There are also bills focused on women's sports. House Bill 337 by Benny Cook from the Lebanon area mandates the sport a person can play based on their sex at birth. A year